Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very, very cool creations again. Um, just to make mention before I get into this, at the end of the video, I'm going to just show a quick update on the carrier I've been working on and a module that was made by another author. I just want to show that author how it's lining up currently to that carrier. And it's very cool, and I really appreciate the module build. That's slick. I did not expect that so quickly too. Anyway, the very first creation here, this is the Solar Hydroponic Munitum RE by Ripley. And right after I spawned it, this dude came by and he inquired about it. He wants to know if it's on the market because him and his where they go, his wife and his two kids, they've been living under this rock over here, and there's their cousin, and they're getting a little cramped. They had a couple kids, and they're looking to upgrade their residence, and they're just kind of curious if it's on the market and what it's selling for. So, if you got any information on that, I can give you this dude's contact information. You guys can get in touch and negotiate a price if it's for sale, of course. So I just throw that out there. But anyway, on the creation itself. This is a bit of a Decepticon kind of creation here. It has this very sleek looking, I don't know, space age look to it on the outside. I love this, the curved windows and everything like that. But it's kind of deceiving. It looks pretty small, and I think this dude doesn't quite get the full idea of what's going on here. He thought this would be a great size pad for him and his family, and the cousin. That's over there. But wait till he gets a load of the inside. Speaking of the inside, let's hop in here a second. And so when you first come in, it's it's nice. You got a nice 360-degree view. I love this lighting setup over here. By the way, that looks really nice. It's elegant in it's smooth. It's elegant. It's not like super complex, but it looks really, really nice. I like that. I like that idea there. And the curvy glass around the edges here looks really, really nice too in a formation. Also, kind of looking at some more glass here in the floor with the texture lights underneath the glass. That is really, really cool. But anyway, part of its Decepticon thing here is it goes quite far down into the ground here. So we're going down this elevator here, this lit elevator, all the way down to the bottom, and we've got like a full-blown bunker here, a very clean bunker too, brightly lit, smooth, clean bunker. It's not really just a bunker; it's more of a place to grow your hydroponics. So totally set up for Reforged Eden grow plots, or the 3x3 grow plot style that Reforged Eden added to the game, which are really great because they're a lot easier to harvest, and you can grow some more different things too, which is really cool. So beyond that, it does have quite a few solar capacitors, some oxygen tanks in here. Every one of these rooms is like a separate section for more grow plots, and it kind of looks like they're intended for the Reforged Eden style, but you could, I'm sure, remove some blocks and put in the traditional grow plots around there as well. But yeah, really, really cool on the interior here. Just again, very, very clean, very bright, and a lot of space in the middle, so you could add in more things. Obviously, you got 2-block ceiling height for the most part in here, so you could pop in constructors or deconstructors or other things too. It's really slick. Now this is also a solar base, and I'll show you where the solar panels are in a minute. And you got a teleporter down here as well. So pretty deceiving. So it's a whole lot bigger on the bunker side of it than it is on the top, which makes a lot of sense. And that's cool. I like how this is done too. So those grow plots would just kind of fit there, and yeah, it'll work out pretty nicely. And there's doors right here, so it looks like you could just open up the door, pick, go to the next one, pick, and go to every one of these doors around here and just pick the food products, the plant products right away. Nice. So here I'm in God mode obviously, so I'm gonna fly around, show you what's happening here. Now it has a setup of 24 of the smaller solar panels on here as well, which are actually below the ground, and I wasn't so sure because this is a base if they're gonna work or not. But I'm looking at the lights on the solar panels, and it's getting really good light. Um, so yeah, they're totally working underground like that too, which is really cool. And he has no idea what he's in for. But yeah, slick idea, slick idea. I like the idea of a bunker base. Now, when you're in gameplay and you spawn this in, you may have to get out a tool and carve away some of that dirt in there. But that actually goes pretty quick. It's not that big of an area that you got to mess with. So I think within a couple minutes after spawning it and having a tool that can dig into the ground, you should be able to clear that out and have it look just as pristine as it is right now when I'm flying through here. So very cool idea. So let's take a look at some specs here. Now it does have one retractable missile turret on the top. Let's see here. CPU wise, it's quite light on CPU. This doesn't need a whole lot. I would have to translate this on how many CPU blocks are here, but I don't think that many to achieve 165,000 CPU. I think you can go up to around 400,000 or 500,000 if you had a full Core 9 setup on here, which is obviously this is pretty inexpensive too. So on stats, you got a 4-hour and 31-minute build time. Guess it is requiring some things. Oh wow, requires a lot of aluminum. Not sure what is in here that would use aluminum, or maybe I'm just behind the times in the game a little bit too, because aluminum I thought was kind of rare, but maybe not. And it requires a lot, and I thought things that required aluminum usually used very little. So I don't know what on here would really need that, but again, I'm probably behind the times, and it's probably not a thing at all. So on storage on here, we've got an ammo controller at 320K. And I think that's about it. You got your, oh no, I'm sorry. You got another full-size controller here at 336K cargo controller, and then you have a fridge in there as well. So very cool. Very cool. I like the idea a lot, and the aesthetics of it look really nice too. It's quite deceiving. And again, I'll send you the contact information so you guys can hook up and negotiate a deal if it's on the table. All right. Well, anyway, next creation here. This is the Trineo, if I said that correctly, modular carrier by Stan 2012, and this is pretty cool. This is a thrusty beast here. I got to say, it's running some big XL thrusters. Got a lot of horsepower. But it has two fairly good-sized module bays for, I believe, a new type of module that I should have so grabbed that I didn't. I apologize for that. I kind of actually want to see how these modules stock up here. And I noticed that the module bays have two doors, so it's almost like a two-level on and off on the module, which is a pretty slick idea there. But yeah, very cool-looking carrier. A couple accent points that I was looking at too is I like this. This is pretty neat. There's a thin, kind of polygon-shaped block that if you flip it around this way, you can get the edges on the one side like that, and that looks really nice. And it has this matching triangle in the block work here in the corners by the down thrust, and that's a nice look. I like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool thinking there. Could have just been a regular old flat boring block, but no, it's got that really cool block there. I like that. That's slick. And again, look at the beefy thrust on this. But you know, on this type of creation, obviously it's designed to park other CVs or creations on the top of it, and then you got two module bays. If those module bays happen to be like storage, you can have a lot of storage in there. So it has to move. It has to be capable of moving a lot of weight, and that's why it's got the big thrusters. So it makes total sense on why it's really running like a lot of these XL thrusters and things like that. Is you can really weigh this down, and it can move a lot of stuff. As it is now, it's super fast, though, unloaded. It's but that's kind of a requirement for this kind of ship. Something that was designed to move other ships, sometimes even larger than the base ship. You could actually dock some pretty formidable sized ships on top of this. So very cool. So anyway, I'm going to find a way in this creation. I'm going to try to do it from the bottom side here. Oh, well, that looks like it's going to be pretty simple. We got a big arrow here. Let's, yep, that'll get us in here. So I'm going to do the lighty thing here a second. And get it down to duskish. And let's hop in here and see what's going on. Well, holy smokes, it looks like we're right to business. No foyers, no walk through the decontamination gate. Nope, we're right into production central here and farming, it looks like, too. That's cool. I like that. It's just to the point, you know. So coming in here, it looks like we instantly have a deconstructor. Love the new model for that as well. Storage controller in the wall there. Box, fridge, small constructor, advanced constructor, teleporter. Very nice, very nice. Armor locker, another storage box, another advanced constructor, another small constructor, another deconstructor. And looks like a medical bay over here. I was seeing the other two components to the medical bay here kind of right as you come in, which is kind of neat. So you got a shower right there off from the elevator, and then O2 and a med station, plus all your specialized medical equipment over here. And in this side, looks like we've got a location. I would believe that would be for a 1x3 generator, Wi-Fi, and this location here looks like it would fit well for a medium-sized shield part or something else. Well, I guess whatever you'd want to put there, but it looks like it definitely would hold a medium-sized shield part. So in the central area here, obviously we have some grow plot locations and placeholders in place. So it looks like you could also pop in 36 grow plots in the same room areas. So you could pretty much just hang out here, and this leads right to your cockpit as well. So yeah, everything's just right to the point, quick to get around, quick to get in it, and obviously there's an elevator out that way. Let's head this way first. So we got a gravity generator and thruster access, another Wi-Fi on this side. Looks like potentially another place for a medium shield part. So let's, okay, this is where we came in, but it looks like it goes that way too. So I'm gonna, I probably triggered this incorrectly here. So we'll walk across here and get to this back area. So it looks like here we're at one of the module bay doors here, or the bottom side, because there's another door right above there too. That's pretty interesting. Like that. So quick access to the modules, and then when we head further back, it looks like we get into some pretty hardcore engineering area here. So we've got a shield. It looks like a big generator over there. Like the pipe work and the lighting color changes in here too. That looks really cool. Our main core, our CPU blocks are later out here. Obviously, warp drive and the shield. Yeah, very cool. Again, right to the point. Taxa tanks right below the warp drive. Oh, and we've got okay. So kind of since these are sealed off, which is kind of neat, in case there's a catastrophic hull breach over here. These should not explode and take out these internal parts. That armored glass should protect that. And then obviously a location to add in the second big generator there too. I think I probably already said that. Very nice. So let's go up here. So we got like a little walkway above. And this gets you to the upper module bay doors, which is really cool. I'm really curious on how these module bays work out. It kind of looks like the top would hang over or line up to that, and then you got a secondary door there too, which is a slick idea. And it looks like the modules would have be decent sized, where you could get kind of a lot of stuff in them. That's cool. Let's see. Is there anything else that I didn't see in the ship here yet? I think, yeah, let's go up this elevator here. Okay, and this is direct out to the flight deck. Wow, that's, yeah. I mean, it's a fairly big ship. I mean, it's not huge, but it's got you know, it feels like a small ship on the inside, at least because everything's convenient, and that's a good thing. So you're not walking all over the place to get to this, that, and the other thing. It's like as soon as you walk in, either from the top or the bottom, it's business time. You got your production, you've got your pilot seat, you've got everything going on right in that general location in the ship, and then you can load up your other combat CVs or miners or other types of creations and park them on the top, and put in a couple modules for any kind of you know, functions that you might want. And I'm sure there's probably different types of modules as well. So it could be a farming module, a production module, combat module, mining module. There's a lot of different options you can do with that. So very slick design, to the point type of module carrier with a big flatbed top on it. Very nice. So spec wise, looking at size class 3, yeah, it's not that big either. Huge thrust. And this is reforged Eden too, so this isn't vanilla numbers here. So 138 forward, 138 strafing, 138 reverse, 76 lift, and 76 down. So very balanced there. 10-hour and 58-minute build time. Does require some estrium and zirconium. Not too hard to get. A little bit of titanium is nothing. 4 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. CPU wise, it is under core 9. I can't exactly tell you what core this is, but I would guess around like a core 6 or something. Core 5, core 6, in that range. Probably missing about 3 advanced CPU cores. I'm just guessing. I gotta look up those numbers so I can memorize that pretty good. It doesn't really, these tiers don't really line up with Reforged, and these were kind of made for vanilla, so that's kind of why you're seeing just numbers that really don't make any sense there. Very cool creation, to the point. It looks very very functionable for gameplay. Definitely nice creation there. And this is again the Trineo modular carrier by Stan 2012. So the next creation here is the CX2 Sidewinder MK2 by Filbert Farmer, and this is a this is one that does not have any juice in it. Sorry about that. Now we got juice. And this is a pretty unusual looking creation, I gotta say. I think I'm leaning. Yeah, it's leaning. Hold on. I had this parked, but I think I forgot to fill her up. And so let's get this straightened out here a little bit here, and we'll go back down to the ground here. Okay. Something like that there. So yeah, check this out. This is wild. Interesting looking fighter there. It kind of reminds me of isn't there something like this in Star Citizen? I thought there was some kind of ship that would kind of fly this way, and then the wing things would kind of reverse, and then so it could look like it's horizontal or vertical depending on what it was doing. But that's really cool idea on a ship here. I like that, and I'm just kind of taking a look at this really cool looking cockpit area on the top section here. And then you got your weaponry up front here. Let me get out tools. Just want to see what we're looking at here. Advanced laser cannons, artillery, and you gotta have that positron in there too. Very cool. I like the styling of it too. And nice, it's cool. It looks so different than the normal creation, I gotta say. And an interesting place and a really cool looking setup actually for the shield. Like you get the spinny part on the back, and it's centered in the center vertical mass of the creation. That's cool. And a little bit of asymmetrical functions going on here in the middle too, which I think is a nice little accent. Obviously this side has like three guns kind of over one another, and the other side basically a turret and a single gun. That looks neat. I like that little offset there, but the rest of it's fairly symmetrical, which makes it dial in pretty nicely, I think. That's cool. My thrusters shut off again? Are they supposed to shut off? Why are the thrusters off? I just noticed that all the thrusters turned off, and I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's docked. Here, so do we have landing gear here? That is something I didn't see necessarily. So maybe this one doesn't. I'm kind of wondering if this has a support ship to it too. That is cool. So I'm kind of looking around. I'm trying to figure out. I know obviously there's a cockpit up here. Just got to figure out a way in. Maybe it's on the top side. Maybe back over here. Maybe something on the bottom coming in. A mystery. Probably should have read the description. Okay, so I'm going to cheat. I'm going to fly in. Oh, well, wait a minute. I see an elevator back over there somewhere. So it's got an elevator. Where do you get into the elevator at? It's probably right in front of me. Again, that happens a lot. No, I'm not seeing an elevator here. Alright, so I'm going to cheat. I'm going to fly in and I'm going to find my way out. So here, let's do the light thing here a second. So, yeah, this is cool. I like this this cockpit arrangement. So you got your pilot seat right here, kind of a little indentation in the floor. Obviously, there's a door heading downward. You got the med station right down over there. Oh, there's an entry point. How does that work out? Oh yeah, there's a door on the ceiling here too, but I'm also seeing a door down over here. Oh, this is sneaky. Oh wait, no, okay, so this doesn't go to the outside. This is for, it looks like some upgrades here, some CPU additional blocks. Yeah, this vertical design, that is pretty cool, very innovative. Okay, so we have a door here. Oh yeah, look at that. Duh, it was right in front of me. Of course, I missed it. For some reason, I don't know, it didn't. I just thought that was a texture there. It's not. It's a door. So that's how you get in. That's easy enough. So what's this go to then? Oh, another way in over here. A little different on this side. Ah, sneaky. Sneaky. I like that. So, okay, so you can you got two different ways in. And you hop right in here and start flying this around and shoot up everything. That is cool. Yeah, I like the innovative design there. That is pretty neat. I don't know a couple things about it yet. Obviously, you can get in from two different locations. I don't know if it's supposed to land or if it has like some kind of support ship that it clings to one way or another. But yeah, I don't know. That is cool. I like the innovative design definitely, and it looks like it's got a decent amount of firepower. If this is, let's see what kind of stats you're looking at here. So 3 hour and 49-minute build time, size class 1, 42 forward, 37 strafing, 35 lift, 35 reverse, 23 down. You got your 3 advanced laser cannons, 1 positron, detector, minigun turret, and an artillery cannon. 2 fuel tanks, 2 O2 tanks. CPU wise, it's really low. This is what, 400,000. What is that, a tier nothing? So yeah, a smidgen over 400,000. That ain't gonna make any real difference at all. But yeah, this is a very low tier too, so quite inexpensive. I mean, it is a CV, and you're only looking at 3 hours and 49-minute build time here. It does require some Estrim and Zakosian permanent, I would say probably for the weaponry on here. For storage, Got an ammo controller at 80K and a cargo bay at 112K. And beyond that, it looks like some miscellaneous boxes, things like that. I like the labeling on all this stuff here. Looks nice. Yeah, it's cool. That's a cool, unusual looking creation. It looks like it would be kind of fun to use, though, I gotta say. Very nice. So again, this is the CX2 Sidewinder MK2 by Stan 2012. So the next creation here, this is a little miner guy, and this is by that author that must own stock in sleep. A company that, you know, makes pills so you stay awake all the time, because this author is a very busy author building wonderful creations. In fact, there's another one too. I came across this one first, and then I noticed that the author had another creation out that was new as well, and it was like, oh man. I usually don't like to show two creations by the same author in 1 week, but yeah. Anyway, this is a really slick looking miner, a CV miner. It's so small, it almost looks like it could be an SV, but it actually is a CV. It's got running 4 mining drills. I like this slick idea here, too. And look at this low-profile landing stance it's got, too. I mean, it's just literally like, well, I guess technically 3 blocks tall with the little trim block on the top there. But very, very compact miner. And nice looking, too. I like the white and black scheme with the blue texture lights. And also is running a little shield on here too, that looks really nice. That's a nice way to display that. You kind of walk into it right from below. Yeah, that's cool. Very to the point. It looks like it would be pretty inexpensive. I mean, there's not a lot of blocks here. I mean, this is pretty small, but what a nice looking design. I like the generally all the block work on it. It just looks really really slick here in this black thin block section over the top of those 2 areas. It's a nice accent. Goes well with the glass on the cockpit area as well. And you got a spotlight in there as well. So I don't know if it has any weaponry on here. I didn't see anything. I think this is pretty much dedicated to do some mining. Obviously has Wi-Fi as well. And yeah, those are pretty, yeah, the thrusters are pretty small. Oh, the whole thing's pretty small. That's cool. So it looks like you walk in right underneath this shield. That's a nice way to do a shield on a creation, especially a small creation like this. Now you can't do this in vanilla. Vanilla does not have this small shield available for CVs. Just so you know, this is in fact all the creations I'm showing today, I believe, are all reforged heated. So here, let's I'm gonna do the light thing. I know there's not a lot of interior here, but I still love to see these interiors here with lit up nicely here. So we got some cool looking ore scanner LCD, and then we've got our detector and detector 2 scanning waves there. Very cool. Nice view out the front as well. I like that glass section on the bottom there too. It helps you kind of line up things, especially when you're mining asteroids and stuff. Having more visibility just makes it easier, especially if you're flying in first-person view. And you got the glass ceiling, kind of like a modern day fancy car. Actually, even non-fancy cars are having glass ceilings now. It seems to be kind of a thing. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know if I would want the sun beating on my head as I'm driving or not, but depends. Depends if there's even sun out. So yeah, this is slick here. I like it. It's to the point miner, very stylish looking. Looks like it could be kind of a real thing. Let's take a look at some specs here. So 1 hour and 43-minute build time. That's pretty light for a CV miner, I gotta say. Again, it's quite small though too. A little bit of estrium, a little bit of zirconium. Nothing else of any noteworthy interest here besides the general basics. 2 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank. Despite the smaller thrusters, it does look quite quick too. 64 forward, 32 strafing, 64 lift. A lot of roll to this. A lot of roll to this. 109, 25 pitch, 57 yaw. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And CPU wise, wow. Okay, so the other one was a basic CPU creation. This one is a tier nothing creation, I think. If I got that right, please fix me if I'm wrong. But yeah, under 200,000 on CPU. So I think I got the last one right. I said the last one was wrong. This one is actually a core nothing creation, where the other one was a core 1 probably, or basic CPU. And on storage on you, what do you got going on here? So we have a Taxon tank, of course, for the shield. Weapons. You got weapons? I gotta find the weapons now. It says it has, it's got, oh wait, that might be for weapons you pick up. Ammo controller. No, it's got an ammo controller. 80k ammo controller. Cargo bay, 112. Fuel items. Did I read this right? Okay, so that is ammo. And this is this truly cargo or is this ammo? I was looking for an ammo, oh duh, right there. No, actually I was looking for a harvest bay. It is a miner, right? Or is it not? Yeah, these are drills. I'm missing something here. Oh, there's the harvest controller. Yeah, 178k for harvest. I guess I'm blind. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong creation. Duh. That'll explain it. So 300. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Weasel RE. Why am I looking at everything wrong here? Sorry about this. Seem to have a brain fart going on here. What? Oh, Weasel RE. Yes, harvest controller, 178k. Sorry, I was looking. I was looking at the stats of the previous ship. I thought I was selected to the right one, but I apologize for that. 178k harvest, and that is the only storage controller on here, which makes a lot of sense because that's exactly what this is a CV, kind of a micro miner. Really slick, really slick. Again, this is the Weasel, reforged Eden by Ente, the author that does not sleep very much. Builds some wonderful creations. So the next creation here is the LF TIE Enforcer by Life Force. And yeah, this is definitely a Star Wars inspired TIE fighter through and through. Very slick looking design. I like the like all the block work here. That looks really nice. And the window up front, and the two Gatling guns on the sides there. Very slick. And we got our reverse thrust there. This looks nice too. I like the indentations in with the on how that looks and works there. Really cool. So this is just a SV. So this is a small little guy here. Oh, look at the red thrusters on the back there too. Two of them. Hold on. Give you a little thruster reset here. Well, those two don't seem to want to turn on. Not sure what's up with that. And the single landing gear down here, which kind of so it basically rests right on the wings. That's a nice way to do it. That is a nice way to do that. Okay, for a second there, I thought I was seeing some green on the ship, and that's just lighting from something. Maybe that over there. Interesting. Let's head inside of here a minute. I like that old school LCD here with the frame border. Check out the tutorial. So it's got a tutorial video online with a link inside the ship, which is really cool. So if you don't know where to put all the upgrade parts, and oh, look at this, nice looking instructional LCDs. Again, I like that. Very, very professional, and yeah, using the old school LCDs too, which is it's kind of got a nice look to that too. I mean, I like the projectors for a lot of things, but sometimes those old school LCDs can look pretty nice too. So over here looks like we've got spots for upgrading, and we'd have to check out the video or read all this. Basic improved, additional placements are above for passenger seat, weapons. Miscellaneous. Yeah, a lot of good information here. That is excellent. And obviously you got some well-labeled compartments here, standard compartment, and a port compartment in here. With I could think of a lot of parts I could slam in here, including a looks like a additional 1x3 generator as well in this room. A lot of stuff actually. I think you could heck, you could fit a shield in here, I do believe too. Shield and protection tank. Easily, yeah. So I would have to read all that, or I'd probably just I don't like to read that much, so I'd probably just check out the video, honestly. But that's me. So we got an armor locker right above the passenger seat, that's kind of neat. So you got a passenger seat facing backwards like that. I like that idea. And we got a RCS in here too, and then our Wi-Fi. Storage controller, another ammunition controller over here. I love that LCD in the corner there. Yeah, that's slick. Guys, and your LCDs, I tell you. Yeah, very nice. That looks kind of neat too, using this texture as a projector LCD border. That looks pretty nice. I like that. It almost looks like it's a part made for it, The two round pieces over here, that's cool looking too. So yeah, a lot of upgrades. Yeah, it's a TIE fighter. It certainly is a TIE fighter. Definitely right out of like Star Wars movies here. Very slick. So spec wise, really inexpensive to build. 44 minute and 52 second build time. Doesn't take anything special whatsoever. A bunch of carbon substrate, which is trees, basically. 2 Gatling guns, 1 detector, 4 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks. Looks like it gets around pretty good here too. 47 forward, 24 strafing, 47 lift, 24 down, and 24 reverse. Size class 1. CPU wise, yeah, it doesn't really use CPU. No, that's cool. So we're looking at the lowest level here. So tier 0 doesn't even have a basic CPU block in it stock, but obviously has a lot of upgrade potential. So you could jump this up quite a bit here. Very nice. Let's see what your storage is here. So we got an ammo controller at just about 2,500, and a harvest controller on here at again a little over 2,400 there, and a fridge. So harvest controller, that must be part of the upgrades. And it kind of looks like you could certainly mount some mining equipment on here. Or at least a mining turret. Yeah, definitely on these locations on the wings there. I think that would be prime location for some mining drills. I'm sure there's information about that in the video as well. But yeah, it does have at least come stock with a harvest controller already. So yeah, pretty cool. Very inexpensive creation. I can't explain why 2 of the thrusters for some reason don't appear to be turning on. That's probably a bug in the game. I'm going to just take this up off the ground. We'll land it again and see if those thrusters decided to turn on. No. Yeah, it's being all funky. It's like that one's on over here and this one's not. I can't explain. I haven't seen that problem lately, but it's weird. It's nothing, no fault of the author whatsoever, though. That's just a weird little glitch I'm seeing. And probably if I restart the game, it'd probably be fine. So anyway, very cool. So this is the LF TIE Enforcer by Life Force, and Life Force has really been making a lot of doing a lot of building too. Really cool. I love to see it. You're gonna have to you're gonna be in that category here with Entei here pretty soon. That neither one of you sleep. Must be vampires or something. Even they sleep. I don't know how you guys do it. So the next creation here, this is the NSS Ursi Minor MK2 by Napalminus, or Napalminus. And I don't quote me on this, but I believe it might be the first creation I've seen by this author. So really cool looking asymmetrical ship here. Looks like I'm seeing places, looks like a lot of extra turret mount positions and things like that going around the hall. Loving these pretty interesting landing gear with like a shock mount back over there. More weaponry on the back, and look at that, you got like this off-centered, well no, actually that thruster's centered, so it's this hangar door over here that's kind of off-centered to it. Oh, and the center of the hangar door disappears now. That's nothing to do with the author. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. I don't know why that part of the hangar door would disappear after a little bit. Interesting. I'll have to be worry about the hangar doors. I've been trying to not use hangar doors as of late, but interesting. I like the side entry point over here as well. And the front landing gear have that kind of like shock mount assembly there too. Cool looking glass on the side of the windows, like the texture lights and the color design on here as well. Oh, that's some pretty intricate looking decals going up here. Ooh, that's pretty slick. I sort of see what's going on here, but it can really throw you off. This particular block, you're just looking at surface area of kind of like a half block surface area. So combining different decals together is making this formation. That's really cool. It looks like a different decal that doesn't exist in the game, more or less. But that's yeah, out of the box thinking there. I like that idea. It's unusual looking setup there. So over here, holy smokes, it looks like we got a stack of I would say these are mount positions for a bunch, like a big range of weaponry or something in there. Yeah, like you could throw in tons of guns here. I'm just curious if these are meant to be removed. Oh, it looks like there's a little bit of a hollow blockness behind that too. Well, I haven't read like anything on the inside, so I'm just assuming there. I wasn't sure if there was guns in there already, or you're intended to pop that in there. But that would be a huge barrage of fixed weaponry that put a lot of damage to a target pretty quickly. Very cool. Yeah, interesting too with the offset hangar door, and it's like there's just some asymmetrical, quite a few asymmetrical elements to this, but there's also, there's some parts of it that are symmetrical. So kind of like this whole side over here, including going right out the back, is kind of like asymmetrical mixed in with symmetrical, and the whole top is asymmetrical too. It's really cool. It's really cool. Let's look at some of these other features here too, like this round piece here and the little round piece next to it. Pretty cool looking decoration styling, and this is neat too. The railings going over the top there, and then we also have solar integrated in here too. So yeah, it's kind of neat how the solar panels were done too, kind of used as almost like blocks there. Very cool. So let's fly in here a minute, see what's going on. Let me do the light thing. Just curious if it was going to open for me. No. There's a mechanism here. It looks like there's a pretty big mechanism. There might be a switch or something in here too, because this looks like it would lower down as well. Yeah, hangar door. Check that out. Nice looking switch. Easy to notice. I like that. So yep. So that opens up. So that gives you kind of, despite being kind of a smallish hangar door, it gives you quite a bit of clearance in there to get to park in a vehicle. And this is a nice looking hangar. I love the LCD work. I love this medical display layout here. That looks really nice. Custom sign there. Everything's displayed really cool. This is a slick idea too. So you got the O2 right above the med bay. Yeah, that looks great. Like these little LCD lights on the front there too, kind of like guideposts to stop there. And we've got an armor locker in here, armor repair. Some cool looking block work on the ceiling as well. Looks like we can kind of look up a ways in this part of it, but back over there looks like we're going to probably have some parts or something. Have to get up to the next floor and check that out. Like the cargo boxes there too. Those look nice. I always like this this model cargo box especially. Yep, nice looking hangar. Really nice looking, nice lighting in it too. I just kind of noticed that it looks everything kind of glows nicely. It's not overly bright or overly dark. It's just kind of got a nice look to it. Very nice. So from here. Where do I go? Let's see. I'm looking for an elevator or something. Again, it's probably in front of my face. Yes, there's a door. Let's go this way. Oh, this goes through. So we got an elevator going up there. And then it looks like we wrap around over on the side of the hangar. Here, I'm going to go a little bit higher on the lighting outside too. Sorry about that red tint there. It's going to kind of make things look a little different, but so in here looks like we've got a storage controller, 320 over here, and we've got this kind of looks like an upgrade slot area here for looks like they would certainly fit some CPU blocks or I guess the small generators or fuel tanks or shield parts. There's or small shield parts. There's a lot of stuff you could put in here. And this one's especially tall over on the side here. Very cool there. So let's head up this way. So we got a deck here. Oh wow, check this out. So this is kind of already above the hangar, and then we got our warp drive that must be kind of mounted above the hangar as well. Yeah, this looks great. Pentaxa tank there. Big generator up over there. Gravity generator. I like the displays on everything. This whole section here with the small constructors and regular constructors looks really nice. Nicely displayed parts. Love to see that. Oh yeah, check this out. The detector. That's one of the coolest layouts for a detector I've seen, I think. Very nice. And a couple advanced constructors over here. Again, nicely laid out. Got the cool looking floor there. Looks like there's a lot of upgrade stuff that's down below that I must have walked by too. And this looks really neat too. So we've got a deconstructor on the ceiling, but that looks really cool that way. You see all that like metal framework and stuff like that, and it's kind of facing the other direction too. Yeah, those new parts are going to give us builders and stuff a lot of weird things you can do with them. It's kind of neat. I like that. It's giving me an idea for my current project actually on how to possibly display things. Well, we'll see. But nice looking, just really nice looking layout on all this stuff. CPU blocks, no exception over here. Just everything's just fits nicely. And this is kind of a overlook over the hangar area. And we got a bathroom over here too. Nice. So we got the bridge that way. our central elevator here. Let's go in this way first. Another yeah, look at all the displays throughout the ship, like all your parts and everything. They're all very, very nicely done. Wow, there's a lot of intricacies here too. We got a navigation area here, so we got a passenger seat, and this is kind of like, that's neat because you can kind of see the bridge down over there. But yeah, this is cool. All this kind of like set in here, look in this direction. That's neat for the passenger. I love the LCD work here too. And we got our pilot seat here. Some interesting looking block / decal work over here. That's cool. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty cool looking. And yeah, glass area down below the bridge. Oh, look at that. We got some angled heads-up displays here too. So landing gear are deployed. Looks like we got a slot for another thing here. Let me just curious. Take a look at the P menu. So we get the mining lasers and the guns out. Yep. Oh, that's cool. I had 2 things over there. Yeah, I like that. Very, very slick idea there. Extraction control. Oh, wow. Look at this. Totally different look right there, and different kind of LCD, but that's a slick idea. So basically it's another passenger seat, but yeah, it's really cool the way it's themed. So extraction control, that'd probably be for like mining, like some mining intelligence or whatever. Looking at where the weak points on the asteroids are. Alright, so now we got this central elevator, which looks like it goes right out the top side. And then we got a couple landing pads out here too. So that's, yeah, so that gets you right up to the 2 different landing pads. You got a kind of a large landing pad and a smaller one. And you can walk right down over here, hop right down in there, hop in the pilot seats or the other 2 passenger seats. They each have their own kind of assembly setup. Yeah, it's really cool ship. Really cool ship. Nicely detailed throughout. I love the layouts of the parts and stuff inside. And it looks like you could add a lot of potential firepower to this too. Now it comes with a decent amount already, but if you really wanted to get some, make this pretty lethal, looks like you could just pack this in here with a lot of stuff. If that was the intent of this, I don't know. I'm just speculating, but it kind of looks like, you know, I could mount like a whole, like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 10 launchers of some origin in that area, which would pack a lot of firepower. And yeah, nice looking ship. Yeah, the stance on the sides and everything, it looks really good. So spec wise on this guy, let's see here. Yeah, this is a miner. Duh. So we got a cargo controller at 320. We got a harvest controller at 320. Ammo controller at 320. Looks like a secondary cargo controller with another 320. And then it looks like a lot of regular cargo boxes and whatnot. Very cool. So we're size class 5, 20-hour and 30-minute build time. Gonna use some astrium and zecosium, not a whole lot. Speed-wise, 29 forward, 7 strafing, 76 lift. A lot of lift thrust on this. Looks like it can carry a good amount of weight. 10 reverse and 14 down. CPU-wise, we're Core 9. So yeah, it fits into the 2.1 million CPU just fine. Doesn't need any auxiliary or quantum cores or anything like that. Stock. But it did look like it has potential to certainly add a lot more stuff, especially weaponry, if I'm getting this launcher idea right. But yeah, very, very cool ship. So again, this is the NSS Ursi Miner MK2 by Nepal Minus. Very cool design. All right, so that's it for the regular designs. I just wanted to spend a couple minutes and just show you something else here a minute. Let me get the map on so I know where I'm going. I know I want to head south just a bit here, and I wanted to uh, head over to this section here. And on this carrier, yesterday I played around a lot more with these tracks that I was putting on here. So I've been tweaking them, and this took a lot more time than I thought because I ran into a problem I didn't even think about. So I copied these tracks off from the Skaar crawler, but then I wanted to make them bigger. So I stretched out the front ones, so they're I think they're 2 or 3 blocks longer than what were on the front ones of the crawler, and then the back ones are actually about 6 blocks longer and 1 block wider. So I just made them bigger to try to be more proportional to the ship. But then when I got all that done, I realized something, that this thing is made out of concrete, and I copied and pasted concrete blocks to a CV, which is illegal. So I did the process of switching on the concrete to steel or carbon substrate, depending on if they're full blocks or thin blocks, to fix that. But then I had to retexturize the whole thing and pretty much start over. Basically, I would have said it would have taken less time if I would have just made new ones, I think. And that's a lesson learned, that a base that's using concrete blocks, it's going to be more complicated to copy that over to a CV that cannot use concrete. And, well, it wouldn't make any sense anyway. But main point here today on what I wanted to show it, I did do a little bit more work here and there on the carrier, but most of my time was actually spent messing with these things, and I still don't have them fully tweaked out yet. So I got to do a little bit more work to the tracks, but I'm kind of trying to embrace that idea. I know the back tracks are kind of off the ground on this side right now, but I'll try to get some more detail in there. And also I've got this issue where the way the layout is, it looks like, there's not enough support here for the tracks versus how big this thing is. So it kind of looks like this would just break if it was sitting on that. So I think I'm going to need to put in some sturdy beams or move these tracks around a little bit. I'll figure it out. That's something on my part. I've been trying to get those right now, and they're not quite there yet. But the idea is there. So on a module here, and this is built by Lycan 4. This is just a minor module. Basically it's a work in progress module, and it even says that on the post that it's on right now. Cool looking module, and it's definitely, it's a minor. It's got some shield parts in here and everything else. But one thing I wanted to go over is it doesn't fit quite right, and it fits in the bay just fine, so you can kind of see how this lines up, and all that's great. The only problem, and I'll have to show you on the front side here, is essentially the a little hard to see now. This pilot seat would actually need to be 1 block up, so 1 block from where it is right now. And I know that I was looking at what's going on up here, and that's going to really kind of mess with the design here, because there's a lot of parts above here. But the pilot seat would have to be right there, and then you can't really seal those parts. So that's a bit of a problem on this. And then of course, because the pilot seat's up 1 more block, the door has to be up 1 more block to line up to the door too. So that is the only issue that I'm seeing. Other than that, everything would work out great. Like the door is exactly 1 block down from where it is. Everything else checks out good. But yeah, it's really scrunchy. If you see on my my kind of test model over here too, that I had to put the pilot seat right there, and there's only 1 block above the pilot seat before you're out the top of the ship, and that's actually used in this case with solar panels. Thank goodness there's a model of solar panel that's airtight. I wouldn't have been able to do that. And then it'll line up. But that is the only problem. As in its height, it is taller than what this one is, but that's okay. And I was still able to dock this just fine, even though the CV is landed on the ground right now. So the height didn't bother it. It docks just fine. It doesn't really have any issues except for both the pilot seat and the entry door have to be down up 1 block row from where they are right now. But then again, by looking at the design up here and seeing all the parts above here, I can see that how that could potentially be a problem with the design there. So I apologize for that. I don't really know what else to do about it. I tried to make this one, fit, and it's a tricky module because of how scrunchy everything is on the top of it to make it fit in a space like this. The only other option I've got, and I'm not, would be to literally take this whole module ceiling and raise it up a block in there and try to make it all work out. But I don't know. It might make sense. It'd probably make the modules a little bit more easier to build. Right now, I think it's kind of a tough module to build. It's not. It's really pushing things close together, so close together that it doesn't give you much options on how to do it, and maybe that's a design problem on my part there. I just like the idea of it coming in and being able to be level with where the perceived floor space on this carrier is going to be. So I didn't need to put in a staircase or any other mechanism to get you up or down, which would waste basically blocks or take up more space or something like that. So I just wanted to go over that and show you where it's at right now. But I think it would all work out just fine though if it's possible to raise that both the cockpit and the entry door up one block. Other than that, everything else checks out totally fine. Totally fits in the bay, just totally exactly how it should, basically. So, anyway, that's all I've got for today. Sorry about that. I felt a little bit off today. I don't know what it is. I think my nose is clogged or something, and I don't know. I'm apologize for that, and that one screw up on the creation, looking at the storage for the wrong creation there. But let me know what you think about all this stuff. And again, really, really cool creations by all these different authors today. A lot of innovative ideas, and I love to see the innovation. I mean, that's kind of, there's a lot of creations done on the workshop, and to have something kind of stand out and, be different and unusual is really cool to see. And so many talented people are just, look at things a different way and come up with different ways of doing things. And a lot of that stuff is really, really cool to see. Helps the rest of us authors get some ideas too now and then for sure. Anyway, you all have yourself a great day, and I'll talk to you later.